Thank you. My name is Kakha Kokhreidze from Georgian Dream. This was the question I wanted to deliver to you. You know that Georgia signed the association agreement. We guarantee independence of judiciary. We guarantee basic civil liberties and freedoms. We guarantee freedom of speech in general in Georgia. We do the reforms according to the association agreement related to the economy and to build the inclusive economy for everybody, to benefit everybody in this process. We also reform the country security system according to the NATO new package, so on and so on. What else can Georgia do to get better access to the membership? I mean, to make our European friends to open door of the membership. Thank you.
Can I step in with the Georgian question as well? Yeah? Okay. You know, this is probably not, I'm definitely not in a position to speak on behalf of the EU because, you know, besides the fact that I have a 5-year entry visa to the EU, I'm not really European Union representative in that sense. But the thing that we feel very strongly in Ukraine, and this is something that is important in Russia, in Georgia, and in every other country, that is also very much underestimated. Because we are dealing with very infantile states, very immature states, the states of the former Soviet Union have, let's face the truth, come to exist not because of the victory of their liberation movements from the inside, but because of terrible mistakes in Moscow that had the side effect of the whole thing falling out. And yes, there were thousands of heroes in each country that were fighting for the freedom, but for many people, independence was something that just simply, you know, came out of blue. So what happened, the question that we should ask with regard to this is who is really an actor in each country? Who is able to responsibly decision make in each country? Technically, actors are the governments, but only technically. Because the question, and this is the question to the Ukrainian government, this is the question to the Georgian government, this is the question to any other government of the post-Soviet, are the governments actually capable of responsible decision making? Does their planning horizon allow that responsibility to fit into their decision making? Do they have the capacity and do they have the ability to decision make responsibly? And usually the response is no. They act as actors, but they're not actors, and that pretty much reminds how, for instance, a 7-year-old kid that has parents die has to decision make. Well, the quality of that decision making will not be good. And this is what happens in our countries. Thus, the West is treating these governments as fully capable of decision making. And what we have in fact is we have irresponsible governments in many cases, and we have other actors that are just growing up to become mature. For instance, the civil society. For instance, the political parties. You know, they are just developing, and this is a dynamic process. It will not be short, it will take a lot of time, and this is also not a quantitative but a qualitative process. For instance, the question of changes in Russia will be very much dependent on how the middle class will be developing in big Russian cities, and whether it will actually transform from the middle level of income, from the group with middle income, into middle class, which actually has middle class values, that is capable of institution building. This has not happened so far, neither in Russia nor in many other post-Soviet countries, and this is only beginning in Ukraine.